Am I the astronaut because I don't want my husband to go on a dinner date with a long-term ex? My husband, Jack, male 36, used to date Emma, female 34, for years. They broke up because Jack did not want to get married or have kids. Emma moved away, and about a month later, Jack met me, female 30. I don't look like the typical girls Jack had been dating. For example, Emma is super tall, blonde with blue eyes, and has a PhD. I'm short, 120 pounds and short. I'm a nurse, I have dark curly hair, and I'm an introvert. Apparently, she was a social butterfly. Jack has a group of friends that he's known since childhood. They're like brothers to him, but from the very beginning, they didn't like me. They still call me the rebound girl. At our wedding, during his best man speech, he joked, "We all thought rebound girls were temporary, but our brother Jack made an honest woman out of her." Cool. Everyone laughed. I didn't. They also joked that I'm just a nurse and that Jack downgraded since he has a PhD, technically postdoctoral, from a doctor to just a nurse. For my own sanity, I ignore them, and Jack still hangs out with them regularly. Jack, what are you doing? Being a jackhole. Stand up for your lady, man. Last weekend, there was a fundraising gala, and Emma was there. I saw her for the first time in person. Jack introduced me, and Emma said, "Yeah, I know who she is. The guys weren't kidding when they described her. Haha." Bitch, what? Like, don't think I won't start a fight at a fundraising gala. Jack quickly changed the topic and asked how long she was in town. She said for a week, and then they ended up chatting all night, reminiscing about old times. I decided to talk to other people. This isn't getting better, is it? Later at bedtime, Jack mentioned that he should go out to dinner with Emma. I assumed he meant inviting her over, so I asked what kind of food she liked so I could make it. He said no, it would just be the two of them. I asked, like a date? And he replied, no, just two friends going to dinner. Why are you so insecure? Jeez, Jack, I don't know. Maybe it's because your friend group calls me the forever rebound girl, and maybe it's because your ex called me a troll right in front of me, and then you spent the whole night chatting it up with her. Dr. Sam. I asked him, do you miss her? Do you miss being with her? He said, I'm not going to lie, it felt great talking to her tonight. There's just something about her. I got really upset and told him he can do whatever he wants, but if he goes on this dinner date, I'm done. He thinks I'm overreacting and being insecure. So, wise people of Reddit, is this rebound girl overreacting? We do have an update. Before we get into that, let's talk about this for a moment. This is, okay, we're in feedback mode here. He is choosing to be disrespectful here because he knows something is causing you discomfort and doesn't give a shit. Instead, wants to minimize your pain so he doesn't feel bad about wanting to do this. And he's even admitted here. It's like, there's something about her. Yeah, he really missed it. He really enjoyed the time. Okay, you're married. You're married. You're choosing the path here. Like, he's choosing to end his marriage by choosing to go to this dinner. I don't think OP's overreacting at all here.
No, 100% she's not. She's insecure because he made her feel that way. And so if somebody makes you feel insecure by their actions and then scolds you for feeling insecure, that's a gaslighter, narcissist, asshole. Oh my. He is like a trifecta, because I feel like somebody that does this on purpose and knows exactly what they're doing. He knows what his friends are saying. He knows what this girl was insinuating, Emma, by talking down to her, and he made it all okay. He made it all okay. He is making his wife insecure, and he has no problem doing it. And you will not convince me that that is not a up human being.
I don't know, like, what positives there are in this relationship, and maybe that's like, how did you guys end up married? If this was the path, you know what I mean? And if they've always talked about you like that, and he never stood up for you, he like. What is your relationship like? Right. I don't know that. I know he's a PhD, pretty huge douche.
There you go. So there was some like missing comments. OP has deleted her account. There's 2 more updates, but there were some missing comments in context, but for the next part of the update. But we still understand the point. But at this point, she had asked him to leave, and that's
she asked him to leave, like piss off, leave.
Yes, and so that's where we get back into the situation without that context. Okay. So
damn, I feel terrible for OP. Damn, just damn. Update. It's 4:45 a.m. and I did not sleep last night. I thought I'd post an update. I decided to stay awake and talk to him when he came home. When he did, I told him I could have tracked your location, shown up at the restaurant, and done so many things to get my answer, but I'd like to believe you have enough respect for me to tell me. Were you on a dinner date with your friends or Emma? He showed me pictures and said, no, it was all of us, me, my friends, and Emma. I was stupid enough to feel relieved, even feeling bad for accusing him. Then he told me to sit down because we needed to talk. He said that after seeing Emma at the gala, he couldn't stop thinking about her. He decided to take Monday and Tuesday yesterday off and spent the whole day with her. And is just now telling OP, while I assumed he was at work. He went on and on about how strong their connection was, how they couldn't stop talking, and how much he enjoyed being with her. He told me I'm a sweet woman, but he never felt that spark with me. Then why'd you marry me, you douchebag? He said that at dinner, Emma was laughing and having fun with everybody, and it felt like old times compared to me being quiet and uncomfortable around his friends. He said it's best if we go our separate ways. I asked him if they had sex, and he didn't reply. I asked again and again, but he still wouldn't answer. I was so upset and asked, why did you marry me if you're not over her? He said he thought I was the one, but these past 2 days made him realize there's no spark between us. He kept going on about how sweet I am and that I'll find somebody too. I told him to shut up. I said, Emma knew about your cancer treatments. Where was she when you needed a friend? Why didn't she ever call you back then? He went quiet. I feel stupid for ignoring all the red flags over the years and wasting 6 years of my life with him. My next step is hiring a lawyer and finding my own place. I feel so dumb right now. I'm going to contact my brother to help me. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so the cancer treatment part of this was a whole new portion. So he had her to take care of him.
Absolutely.
And that was her purpose. But why marry her if he didn't love her? And in him saying the past 2 days have shown me that there's no spark between us. Okay, so there was a spark between you. You just decided you liked the spark between you and Emma better.
Right. Or he married her to, I don't know, get back at Emma.
Because he said he was never interested in being married.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what his reasoning is, but I don't think that he is. I think he's an asshole of the highest degree, and I know exactly where he should be sent.
We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, here's a comment. That spark he's feeling is nostalgia, and it makes you look at things with rose-tinted glasses. Who hasn't thought about a place they went when they were younger and thought about the good times they had, only to revisit it and realize it's a dump? The thing is, he's going to realize this woman who didn't give a shit when he had cancer and who he didn't want to marry back then is still shitty. She's proved this by betting a married man because they absolutely did have sex. Once the nostalgia fades and he's confronted with reality, he'll realize that he threw out a loving, supportive partner for his idealized vision of his ex and that the reality is a lot different. Also, she gets to feel like she's winning now, but she's going to have to deal with the reality of him. Your life will get better without your cheating cockthistle of a husband, his jackass friends, and the woman with so pathetic she needs to sleep with someone else's husband to feed her ego. Can soon-to-be ex bring guests over for sleepover if his name is on the house title? Oh, wait, this is it's hers? That's her. Oh, wait, what? Can soon-to-be ex bring guests for a sleepover if his name is on the house title? 18 hours later? Wait, so he wants to, what the f*** is happening?
This is why I believe that he just married her to get, like, it's some sick game to both of them. Like, that's how it feels.
He married her to torture Emma and now is choosing Emma to torture OP.
Yeah.
And is going to just, like, dig the screws in with this step.
Yeah.
Saying he has the right to bring guests over for a sleepover because his name is on the house title.
Yep. All right, let's read it. I have not read this.
Some bitch.
Yeah.
I will see a lawyer soon. My ex and I got in a huge argument tonight. We share a house that we currently live in. He sleeps in our bedroom. I sleep in the spare room. He told me tonight that he wants his girlfriend to stay with him. Yes, at our house while she is in town. Can I legally call the police to kick her out? Or since the house is under his name too, he can bring anybody and the cops can't do anything? I suggested that he move out so he can invite whoever he wants, but he said he doesn't want to pay a mortgage for our current house and rent for a place he would be staying. That's it. That's the end of the story. Oh my God. Okay. I mean, his name is on it as well. He probably is able to bring people over. This is where, like, I get on the horn with your lawyer and try to come up with at least some kind of agreement, some kind of cohabitation agreement that covers the now until you're divorced, right?
I don't think he cares.
He doesn't care.
And I don't know if you can.
Clearly not.
I think that she was some kind of pawn in this weird game that him and Emma were playing, and she is caught up in this, and I feel so bad for someone who has no empathy, sympathy, understanding of another human being, because They just don't care.
No.
That's why I believe this was a game. He married her to get back at that. And it just feels like that. How quickly it moved, how she belittled her, how the friends treated her. Like, it was all a fucking game, and she was just a pawn in it. And that's how I feel about it.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
we know where we're sending him. However, here's a thought. I would come back to this and be like, hey, buddy, either you're going to be paying rent and your portion of the mortgage, or you're going to be reimbursing me for the hotel rooms I have to stay in every time you bring a buddy over, because that's going to be on you, because it's going to be driven by your choice to do something to intentionally make me uncomfortable here. And I would talk to your lawyer ahead of time and get that game plan together. If he wants to pay for your hotel room, cool. Make it a really bougie one.
There were some thoughts that she had deleted her account once talking to an attorney, as not to have
I wouldn't doubt that.
This guy.
He's going all the way to the black hole. Cheryl, OMG, I say play Sesame Street all night at full volume. No sex with Elmo in the background, LOL. Ooh, truth.
Elmo don't want you to get there. Elmo don't want you to climax.
Okay, this happened.
Elmo thinks someone Gucci smell bad. Yucky. No, Mr. Noodle, no. Mr. Noodle